Alright, what is good everybody, 734 here, and today we're going to be playing some more MX versus ATV Legends. We're on Southwick, and we got a pretty interesting video today, I think. And just talking about the overall, round this weekend, and everything. We had a pretty eventful, 250 class. Hayden Deegan is now your points leader. Hunter Lawrence's bike, the sand kind of got him, and his bike ended up fucking up and, just went up in smoke, and Hayden Deegan ended up getting the points lead, even though he didn't do, like, very well. I think he got 4th or 5th in the first moto, if I'm not mistaken. And then, like, in the second moto, I think Hunter still did better than him, but Hayden got, like, 10th, or he didn't do very well. And Hunter didn't do very well either, so the main championship dudes didn't get the good finishes, but still we got that big change, which was kind of shocking. I didn't think a lot of people expected it. If you go look at my Red Bud video, I literally am like saying it would be kind of surprising to see it happen, and I didn't think it would, but it did. So it's gonna be weird to see Hayden with the red plate, but I'm excited for it. So 450 class, first moto, Jet and Chase did get a little close, but in neither moto he wasn't really close enough to get there. First moto he was slightly close at one point in time, but it did end up pulling away. In the second moto, Jet won by like 20 plus. So yeah, Jet was kind of just dominating the whole time, and yeah, it might not have been 20 plus, but I just know Jet was comfortably winning the race. So. But yeah, talking about the track, I am on the 250 bike for some reason, not the two-stroke, obviously. I don't know why I said that. I don't know, I just ripping the 250. The 450 seemed to have a lot of power, and I feel like I crashed way too easily on the 450 for no reason. Like, I hit a lot of jumps, like just normal, I'll land them, and I will just explode. And I understand that, like, they're trying to make the game a little harder, but I don't know, I feel like it's a little too just weird in some spots. Like right there on the 450, I probably would have gone down. But yeah, this track is pretty difficult as well. I don't have the deformation set up that high. The train deformation is at like medium right now. I don't really like to run it that high. In my opinion, I think like the medium deformation is just perfect. So, especially on this track with how rough it is. Online doing the races, it's pretty rough. You can actually tell, like, it's a lot slower of races. It's a lot less common to see people pulling away by like 30-40 seconds just because the sand's so rough. Everyone's a lot less consistent. So glad to have this track in there. The 2022 version is just not as rough. At least in terms of deformation, like there's a lot more preset type of stuff, but it doesn't have as much effect, and it's honestly kind of makes the track a little quicker. So I think when it's like actual built-in deformation, that's what makes the track actually difficult. And you can kind of sin this if you hit the wall correctly. It's kind of fun. It's a lot harder to do in a race though. But yeah, the Wick, just a good overall round. I think it was just eventful for the 250 to 450 class. Kind of just whatever. I think we're all just wanting Jet to stay undefeated, and he does. So that's all just kind of whatever. I don't really know what to say about that. No Ken Roxon this weekend. I kind of wish Ken Roxon was doing more motocross stuff. He's doing the World Supercross, but the World Supercross is like the rounds are like months apart, which I don't like. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone on that. I'm probably not alone on that. I feel like that's a normal thing to be annoyed about. Oh shit. But yeah, the next round is like what, September 30th, I'm pretty sure. That's just weird to me. I don't understand how they expect people to take it serious or like care. Like, the next race is months away, just because no one's gonna care. No one's gonna take it serious from like championship to championship. From round to round, I think people might be like, oh, I'll watch. But like in terms of the championship winner and the overall race, nobody's gonna give a shit. I do like that Chad Reed's in there doing some media stuff. He hasn't done anything for like actual Supercross. I think he's in like one or two like events. and he's like riding his bike or something. But I like to see him like actually commentating. He's one of my favorite guys all time. And I did a live stream while watching the Wick. It was like 3 hours, 3.5 hours long, but it got copyrighted because it had some of the stream broadcasts and I had some music, so yeah, that was kind of unfortunate, but it was all good. If you saw it, there was about 10, 11 views, so if you saw it, it was kind of fun. I'm trying to just get labs in, but it's kind of hard to like find stuff to talk about. It's been very difficult to find like actually consistent lobbies on the 2023 playlist. For some reason, it's just like very selective with the times. You know, I feel like it's a lot easier to find them at night, but I like to live stream during the day. You know, I can still always go to like the stock tracks or the 250 or the 2022 nationals, but I don't know. I just like the 2023, and I just like to try to make videos about like the online stuff about the current tracks. It's just hard to get it up quickly because people are rarely ever on. Like it feels like once the national hits, then people get on the game. It's not before the weekend hits. And YouTube Shorts, bro, that shit helps the channel so much. Those videos go crazy. Like 700, 800 views every single time. But yeah, I can't really put down like that fast of a lap. And this track doesn't have that many like crazy jumps. I do love this finish line jump for some reason. You can kind of just scrub it nice when you get that like a nice drive down around the outside. You can kind of scrub it very well, but I didn't get a good drive there. But yeah, this track's not a lot of like big jumps. It's a lot more technical, a lot more like bendy, and you kind of have to maneuver and just. It's kind of feel like you're constantly just like trying to find your way to work the ground. And I don't think I've gone down this video. Have I gone down yet? I don't think I have. I still haven't rode very like hard. I'm watching the UFC fights to my like right. And Brandon Moreno is kind of getting whooped up a little. So if someone gets knocked out and I gotta start going crazy, you know why. And I really wish they would add more gear to the game because I am dry on gear. I do not really like the kit I'm running that much. It's honestly like refreshing to switch things up, but it's hard to find new shit, and I just don't like that much stuff that's in the game already. I kind of just use the FXR kit and just customize it. Like that's kind of saved the gear for in this game for me. Like if they didn't add that, I would be so dead on gear. Like I'm hoping that's the next big thing, is just a gear overhaul, because we don't have shit. Or just make it to where we can customize everything. I don't know, something like that. That would help a lot too. Like if I could customize this and every little piece of gear, that'd be sick. Maybe I should have put my ghost in here. That would have helped. I don't think I beat my lap. But yeah, anyways guys, I think that's gonna go ahead and do it. The Wick was pretty cool this year. You know, I think it was honestly, in terms of 250, one of the more exciting overall, you know, wins. Thomas Vial getting his first overall. And just Hayden Deegan being first in the points is just funny. And, you know, I think a lot of people are going to be, you know, tuning in next round just to, you know, check that out and see what happens. So, you know, Hunter's probably going to bounce back and put in a strong fight, but it's just entertaining anyway. Just to see him out front, it's going to draw a lot more attention. And it's just funny. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing more live streams every weekend. I'm going to be trying not to get copyrighted. So I might not be able to show the race as much, or the audio. But who knows? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.